Hey guys, what's up? Dylan Combs here. If you saw yesterday's video, it was just a questions video. I posted it and asked you guys to leave your questions for me in the comments, and I would do an answers video. So without further ado, here's my answers. I'm going to answer these from top to bottom of the page, which means if you asked your question first, you gotta wait until last for me to answer it, so oh well. Okay, first question. What do you do for fun that's not tech related? Well, I was going to say video games, but that is tech related because it's video games. I don't really do a whole lot that's not tech related. I mean, I like to hang out with my friends. I do some part-time work occasionally that's not tech related, but I don't really want to go into that. So I'll just leave that answer as hanging out with my friends and not being on the internet. Question number 2. Would you rather have fingers as long as your legs or legs as long as your fingers? Weird question, but okay. I'm going to go with legs as long as my fingers because then I'd probably be in a wheelchair because my legs wouldn't support my body weight. And I've been in a wheelchair for a year and a half when I was 16, so I know what that's like and I can get used to it. But if I had fingers as long as my legs, I don't think I'd be able to type or use the computer or play video games at all. Or at least it would take forever to learn how to do all that again. So it would just be easier to deal with the wheelchair and then the short legs. So I'm going to go with legs as long as my fingers on that one. Question number 3, PC specs and what camera? Even though I'm not using my camera for this part, I'm doing this as screen capture and audio recording over it. I did the intro and last video, most of my videos, with my Winbook HD webcam. It's a cheap one. I got it for like 20 bucks at Micro Center. I think I even got like 2 of them for 20 or 30 bucks. Came in a box with 2. And they claim HD. The HD kind of sucks. It's like 10 frames a second. But what I do is I use it for the live stream, and I'll just leave it in standard def widescreen mode, and it works out pretty good for live streaming and recording things like that. So that's the camera. As far as the PC specs, I've got so many different computers here. I'll just give you the specs on my main computer. I'm running a, I forget the model, I think it's a P55A UD3 gigabyte motherboard. I could be wrong on that. I know it's got SATA 3 and USB 3 and all that nice shit. It's got 4 gigs of RAM on the board because I didn't have any more money on me at the time when I should have bought 8. I only bought 4, so I'm going to upgrade that. It's also running an Intel Core i7-875K, standard clock speed at 2.93 gigahertz, and I've got it slightly overclocked. Running a 1TB Western Digital Caviar Green for my data drive, and a 32 gig cheap solid state drive for Windows and programs I use often. And I think my graphics card is a ATI Radeon HD 4650. The other computers I have here is just the broadcasting computer is a Core 2 Duo with 4 gigs of RAM. And then there's the laptop, which is an older, like 3-year-old Celeron machine with 2 gigs of RAM. And there's the extra computer that it doesn't really do anything except I back up onto it, and it's a I think it's a Core Duo processor. And that I don't even know how much RAM is in it. I've had it forever. Okay, next question. Why you no make video for my channel? Nerd Help Desk, I am working on a video for your channel. If you guys don't know, me and Nerd Help Desk are going to do a guest video on each other's channel. Do a little cross promotion there. You should go check him out if you haven't already. He's awesome. YouTube.com/nerdhelpdesk. He does like video game system hacking videos and things like that. Next question. Would you take on a dare to Rickroll 12 people in one day? Yeah, I would do that. Then I would turn on the live stream and get more than 12 viewers and just Rickroll everybody. And I would be successful at that dare. Next question. Magnets, how do they work? I don't know. But I got bugs on my nutsack. Next question. If any of you guys did not get that reference, just you fail. If you didn't get either one of those, you fail. Okay. Why do you wear a hat inside? This is quite a few questions here. Why do you wear a hat inside? I don't always wear a hat inside. I just wear a hat inside during some of my videos. I wear my black beanie. Sometimes it's because I hate how my hair looks. Sometimes it's just because I kind of like the look of the beanie. I don't know. It's pretty much just become a thing now. I was live streaming one day and I didn't wear it, and people like a couple people were just like, "Where's the beanie? Where's the beanie?" So I don't know. I'm just gonna wear it in videos now. I like it. I'm also getting some more. A friend of mine is making some and sending them to me, and then she's gonna start selling them, and I'm gonna promote that. So that'll be fun. How long has it taken you to collect all those different monitors you use? Some of them look to be old, others brand new. None of my monitors are really old. I've got 4 monitors and the laptop, so I won't count that. I have an Acer X233H, an Acer AL1917W, and 2 HP L1706 series monitors. None of them are very old. I bought all but 2 of them. I bought 2 of them brand new at Micro Center, and then I bought the other 2. The widescreen ones are the one I bought new. The other 2 I bought on Craigslist. This guy was selling both of these monitors together for $50. So I got 2 17-inch LCDs that were only like 6 months old and looked to be in brand new condition for like $50. I couldn't pass it up. As far as how long it's taken me to get all these monitors, the oldest one here is like a year and a half, 2 years old, and that's my 19-inch Acer. And that's one of the ones I bought new. So that's the answer to that question. And the kicker, okay, this is this guy's last question, I guess. What are your thoughts on all this 3D stuff? Personally, I think it's gone out of control. Sure, 3D gaming is a blast, but the HTC Evo 3D with 3D capturing capability, I mean, come on. Yes, I do think 3D consumer products are, like tablets and smartphones, is dragging it too far. Yeah, smartphones isn't really going too far. Tablets is overhyped as hell, just like 3D. It's all hype. I mean, what it comes down to is, yes, 3D is cool. I've seen it. I watched it a few times. I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't watch it regularly. And I haven't met anyone or talked to anyone that says they would watch it regularly or use it all the time over 2D and just do 3D all the time, whether for gaming or sports or just watching TV and movies. I don't think anyone wants it all the time. So it's kind of cool. I like 3D. I'm not going to bash these companies for including 3D in TVs. I think 3D should be included for when you want to watch it. It's like that extra feature that you just turn on every once in a while. And then it gets kind of old. 3D is kind of like the Wii. You use it a few times, it gets old, you turn it off. A few months later, you use it for a little while again. That's what I think on 3D. Okay, next question. Why the fuck do you have a road construction sign in your room? You know, that's actually a funny story. I've lived here for quite a while now, and at one point my stepmom lived here with me and my dad before she passed away. And my stepmom was awesome. I came home one day. I don't remember where I was, but I remember I came home one day, walked in my room, and just out of nowhere I just see this huge ass road construction sign that's been put up on my wall. And she's like, "Oh, I thought you would like that." I was like, "Yeah, that's awesome, thanks." So it's just stayed there ever since. That's been like 3 or 4 years ago. I've never taken it down. So that's where the road construction sign came from, and I don't know when or if I'll ever take it down. I'll take it with me when I move, but I doubt it'll come down before that. Next question. How often do you have sex? And I replied LOL already. Over 9,000 times a year. Next question. What is your take on the tablet market? I'm not specifically asking about iPad versus others, but rather what is the best way to look at the market? Steve Jobs pointed out that we need to stop treating tablets like PCs and go for user experience, but honestly, a techie guy like me, I want to see tech specs that blow me away. People complain about apps in a couple of years. Will that even matter? The App Store is getting bigger. And even Windows Mobile, well, I guess you mean Windows Phone 7 now. Let me know. Great fan of your videos, by the way. Thank you for watching my videos. You're awesome, and I love you. As far as the tablet market, I don't know. It's a strange market. I don't own a tablet. I've never owned a tablet. But I would jump at the opportunity to get a good one, like an iPad or a Zoom, if I could. I don't really know what to think of the market as a whole, though. I think it will take off. I think there might be folks that will buy a tablet and that'll be their only computer, if that's possible at some point with the iPad, and it's already possible with other tablets. I'm sure that appeals to some people. They don't need a real powerful laptop. They certainly don't need a powerful desktop. The kind of people that all they do is do a few Google searches, browse the web, and do email. That's all they do on the computer. Tablets will be perfect for them, and it's all they need. So I think that's the market that they're going to end up being most successful in, and not this market of geeks where we already have desktops, we have laptops, and we have smartphones. I think a lot of us realize, well, we don't really need a tablet as well. So I'm not sure how successful the market's going to be in a couple of years from now. Right now, it's just really, really overhyped in my opinion. As far as the apps thing, I think we're going to see apps go away. And either apps are going to go away because people are going to realize we want web-based stuff and we don't want to install an app for everything, or apps are going to become what they are on Windows now, just software applications where you don't necessarily need them unless you're doing certain things. Me, I get away with doing 90% of what I do on my computer in my web browser. And I think tablets could end up like that at some point. You do 90% of stuff in the browser, and every once in a while you launch an app for something that you can't do in the browser. That's what I would like to see happen. Okay, I hope I answered that good enough. Oh, I've missed one part. As far as the specs, you don't really need to see specs to blow you away in a tablet because it's a tablet. You're not going to be using it like a quad-core or even a dual-core laptop. You're not going to put that much stress on it. All you really need is, maybe for now anyway, a simple dual-core processor and a gig of RAM should be just fine. When I look at tablets, I don't look at the specs. I look at, is this something I need? Is this something that I can use? And is it going to benefit me on a regular basis if I buy this? That's what I look for. I don't look at specs. It's just like when I'm looking, every time I've gone to look and buy a Mac, I don't pay attention to the specs. I really don't pay attention to specs when I'm looking at Macs because the operating system handles hardware so differently that a Windows computer and a Mac with the same specs will perform very different. The Mac will perform much better most of the time. And I don't know if that holds true to tablets, but I am assuming that these mobile operating systems will not handle hardware the same way Windows does. So I don't really know how to look at specs on these things. So I spent too much time on that question. Next question. What is your favorite music and musician? I don't really have, I'll tell you right now, I don't have a favorite musician, and I could never pick one. I listen to a little of everything. I listen to rock, I listen to oldies, I listen to pop, some country, I listen to good rap, and by good rap, I basically mean if it's been played on the radio in the past 5 years, it's really not good rap. So I listen to stuff that isn't played on the radio, mostly because it can't be played on the radio. The kind of rap I listen to is stuff like T.I. and Jeezy and shit like that. That's what I listen to a lot. And I don't know, most of the time these days I just turn on Pandora and pick one of my 5 stations and listen to that. A little bit of everything. Last question, how I can't know if my RAM is bad. Well, you can't know if your RAM is bad if you know that your RAM is bad. That's the answer to that question. Alright, thanks for submitting your questions, guys. I'll do another one of these in a few months or something, maybe. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up the video, leave a comment, let me know what else you guys want to see in the future, if you want more of these, or what type of videos you want. Because I'm kind of stuck. I want to create more content and do something different, but I don't really know what to do. I don't want to do the same old screencast or same old, oh, check out this website. I need ideas. So leave me some ideas, thumbs up, comment, favorite, rate, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching, and you can find me on my site, dylan.combs.tv. I'm on Twitter, twitter.com/DylanCombsTV, and of course on Facebook, facebook.com/TheDylanCombs. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.